going to be here to kill us or to, no, that's not the threat with Dajjal. That's not the problem with Dajjal. Dajjal is that when Dajjal comes, if you believe in him, he's going to say, I am God. He's going to say, I am your Lord. And if you believe, if you say, Dajjal, yeah, I follow you, you are my God, you are going to become a very wealthy person. You're going to have everything. You're going to have gold, silver, beautiful. He's going to give you. You know, it came in the Hadith that Dajjal will be coming, will be walking, traveling, and there's treasures behind him. There's like gold, silver, money following him like this, right? So you just go to Dajjal and say, I believe in you, just take. He's going to take whatever you want. So Dajjal is not going to come and say, you know, I'm scary, I'm a monster, I'm here to destroy you. No. If you believe in him, and we have many hadith, I can't expand right now on Dajjal, many hadith of Rasulullah that give us the same idea. So the problem with fitna is that we might lose our deen, we might lose our faith, end up in Jahannam. So what did Prophet Muhammad say here? How should we behave with the fitan? Whoever wants to enter Jannah and escape hellfire, he says, he should make sure to die in a state where he believes in Allah and the hereafter. That's number one. No matter what happens, we remind ourselves that we believe in Allah Azza wa Jal, and we remind ourselves always, we go back again. We set the balance right again. I believe in the Akhirah. I believe in the Akhirah. I live for the Akhirah. Because the dunya just today, there's no Masih Dajjal yet, but even just today, we may forget Akhirah very easily, just for dollar, for money, just for business, for good job, we forget. So he says, always believe in Allah and the Akhirah, and also you should behave with people, you should act with others. وَلْيَأْتِ إِلَى النَّاسِ الَّذِي يُحِبُّ أَنْ يُؤْتَى إِلَيْهِ. You should act with others. Your behavior toward others should be the way that you would love others to behave towards you. Why is that? Why is Prophet Muhammad saying this? What's the other alternative? If we don't do this, what do we do? If we don't behave toward others the way we would love them to behave toward us, then what's the other alternative?
Transgression.
But what's the other alternative? Yes, it's dhulm, but what is it exactly? Well, there's the other alternative, which is we behave toward others the way they behave toward us. We just follow others. That's what we do nowadays. Nowadays we say what? If somebody says, Akhi, why are you doing this wrong? It's haram. I say, yeah, but everybody's doing it to me, so I do the same thing to them. No, that's not the way we do it. Prophet Muhammad is saying what? Make sure you behave toward others, not the way they behave toward you. Because you're just going to become as evil as them. You're just going to fall in the fitna. Behave toward others the way you would love that they behave toward you. So let's say I do some form of work. I have my own business. I do some form of manual work. I fix things, or I do renovation or painting or something with my hand. Okay? So when I go to my clients, what do? I do a bad job. I put very cheap components, and then if someone says, Akhi, but it's haram this, you're eating money, you're eating haram, because you're not being fair, you're not being honest in your work. What do I say? I say, yeah, but that's how they all do it. If I hire someone to do it in my house, they will do it the same way. No, that's wrong. So I behave toward others the way I would love others to behave toward me, because otherwise I'm just becoming like others. I'm being led away from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Sahih Bukhari, قال النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام لا يأتي عليكم زمان إلا الذي بعده شر منه حتى تلقوا ربكم. He says عليه الصلاة والسلام, every time, every era that will come on you in the future will be worse than the one preceding it. So there's time, this is a time like this. Imagine there's a decade, and then a decade after it will be worse, and so it goes. He says, alayhi salatu wasalam, until you meet your Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's why here, this hadith was narrated by الذي روى هذا الحديث والصحابي أنس بن مالك رضي الله تعالى عنه. Why did he narrate this hadith of Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم here? أنهم شكوا إليه ظلم الحجاج فقال اصبروا وساق الحديث. It's when some people they came to him and they complained to him about this very wicked, very evil ruler that existed, at the time of the Tabi'in centuries ago. His name is Al-Hajjaj ibn Yusuf al-Thaqafi. He was a very wicked man. So some people they came to Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu complaining about this, evil ruler. They said, Hajjaj, he's doing this and that. And Anas ibn Malik, he told them, be patient, isbiru. And then he quoted this hadith of Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wa salam to tell them that, in the future people will actually see rulers that will be much worse than Al-Hajjaj. Of course, we have them today. We see them today everywhere. Also, Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, hadith narrated by Imam Muslim, أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال بادروا بالأعمال فتنا كقطع الليل المظلم يصبح الرجل مؤمنا ويمسي كافرا أو يمسي كافرا ويصبح مؤمنا أو يمسي مؤمنا ويصبح كافرا يبيع دينه بعرض من الدنيا. He said, Prophet Muhammad عليه الصلاة والسلام, that we should take action quick. We should be quick to take action, to do good deeds before the fitan. Before. So he's telling us, alayhi salatu wasalam, there will be a lot of fitan. So hurry up, do a lot of good deeds. Why? Why should we hurry up and do a lot of good deeds before fitan? Why? Yes?
Because when the fitans come, you're going to turn to kafir.
So, because when the fitna comes, our brother is saying that somebody might turn into kafir. Yes, that's true. You're almost there. You almost got the answer. Because if someone turns to kafir, then even the good actions before will be useless. So why? Why do we have to take initiative? What's the benefit of doing good deeds? What is the benefit? Yes. Barakallahu fik. Jazakallahu khair. So that's the answer. So good deeds, what do? They help build our iman. They strengthen our iman. When we do our good deeds, we don't just get reward in the akhirah. It's not just we only also gain things in the dunya. What happens? Iman becomes stronger. The heart is more firm, more resistant. So if I build my iman right now, the day when I will face a fitna, I have iman to face it. But if I don't have good deeds, if I don't have a'mal salihah, I don't pray, I don't do sadaqah, charity, I don't recite Quran, I don't learn Islam, I don't learn the deen like what we are doing right now. We are learning our deen. Can you imagine, can you believe that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told us that Dajjal, he's so evil, so wicked, and so clearly a deviant that on his forehead it will be written what? Kafara. Kafir. It's written on his forehead, right? But Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told us that يَقْرَأُهَا كُلُّ مُؤْمِنٍ. Every believer will be able to read it. So why is it that other people will not be able to read it? Like it should be written. It's so obvious, right? Well, because people did not really prepare for the coming of Dajjal. They never learned their deen. They never learned. So Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he actually told us, we'll talk in a bit, inshallah, about the hadith of Al-Furat, for example, gold in the Euphrates, and so on and so forth. And he told us, alayhi salatu wasalam, that very bad things will happen. So if people, they took their precautions before, amal salih, they learned their deen, and they said, when the day it will come, the fitna, they will say what? I already read about this hadith and I knew it was coming. And Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told me, this is what I should do. I don't do. But no, if he did not learn his deen before, if he did not build his iman before with amal salih, then when the fitna will come, it will be too late. You don't have time. It's like when the exam, right? Look, you have an exam. Tomorrow is the exam. You did not study for the whole week. And then 10 minutes before the exam, you're trying to figure out. You're trying to check your notes and everything. Well, they're going to say, the exam is starting. Close your books. No time to get ready now. No time to get prepared. You had enough time before, right? دخل وقت الأذان ولا لسه بعد؟
Still 6 minutes.
6 minutes? Okay, inshallah. طيب. So he said, عليه الصلاة والسلام, when the fitan will be there, he says, عليه الصلاة والسلام, يصبح الرجل مؤمنا ويمسي كافرا. The fitan will be so dangerous that a man can be a mu'min in the morning. he will be a kafir at night. Sa'iyadun billah. Or he's a mu'min at night, he will be a kafir in the morning. Imagine someone might be in the masjid with us in the morning, at night he's a kafir. He left Islam. Or at night and in the morning. Subhanallah. Why? Did Prophet Muhammad say because he will not be convinced about Islam anymore? You know, he found something more convincing? No. He said alayhi salatu wasalam, يَبِيعُ دِينَهُ بِعَرَضٍ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. He will just sell his religion for some of the dunya. You know, yeah, Islam is the truth, but you know, what if maybe I can get paid a lot if I leave my Islam? You know, they offered me a very good job. And that job can be what? Actions of kufr, can be things of kufr, iyadhu billah. I know one imam in Canada here, that was a few years ago, somebody came to him. Imagine just the fact that somebody asks such a question is scary, it's frightening, it's crazy. Somebody came to the imam and he said, "Ya Shaykh, I'm in Canada, but I don't have my papers, so they might kick me at any time. You know, I don't have papers here. Illegal, basically." He said, "But I want to stay here. I really want to stay in Canada." So he said, "I spoke to an immigration lawyer and he told me there's a very easy solution for you. What you're going to do is that you're going to write a statement. You're going to say that I was a Muslim in my country and then I left Islam and I became a Christian and then they threatened me to death in my country. They threatened me that they will kill me if I remain non-Muslim. And that's why I fled and I came to Canada." So the lawyer said, "If you write me this statement, I'll get you the papers very quick." So I'll say, this poor man, you know, we have to protect him, his miskin and everything. So this guy comes to the Shaykh in the masjid. "Shaykh, is it halal to do this? Can I actually write this? You know, can I write that I was a kafir and that, you know, Muslims, they hated me for this?" Imagine somebody asking this question. So there's actually somebody who asked, so imagine how many people did not ask even the question. Okay? Imagine how many people they are ready to write, "I am a kafir," just to get what? Papers to stay in the country. يَبِيعُ دِينَهُ بِعَرَضٍ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. And of course, shaitan, you know what shaitan does in your mind? If he writes it just to get the papers, then shaitan will tell him, "Look, you did it once, so you can do it what? So many other times for other reasons." Iyadhu billahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's what he told us, alayhi salatu wasalam. Also in the hadith of Abu Musa al-Ash'ari radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, narrated by Imam Abu Dawud, he told us Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam about the fitan, and he told us also about the attitude to have toward the fitan, which is very interesting, this hadith, this famous hadith. He said alayhi salatu wasalam, "Al-qa'idu fiha خير من القائم والقائم فيها خير من الماشي والماشي فيها خير من الساعي." He said alayhi salatu wasalam, there will be fitan that will be very big, very confusing. There will be a lot of confusion. He said alayhi salatu wasalam, "Al-qa'id," the one who's sitting down, will be better than the one who is standing. And the one who is standing will be better than the one who is walking. And the one who is walking will be better than the one who is running during the fitan. So the best thing to do in the fitan is to sit down. This is about fitan of confusion. Ikhtilatul umur, when things will become such a big mess. So the ulama, they say, fitna, one of the meanings of fitna, one of the subcategories of fitna is, as we said before, ikhtilatul haqqi bil batil. You know, when you mix truth with falsehood. Truth by itself is easy to know. Falsehood by itself is easy to know. But when you put truth with falsehood, that's what we see nowadays. That's the biggest problem nowadays, that creates confusion, and how people, they lose their mind and even they lose their deen sometimes, is when there is what? Truth with falsehood. So I can be here, look, somebody can be sitting here and can be given a very beautiful speech about salat, about loving Allah, loving Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he will bring you to tears like this, right? And then just a moment after, he's gonna tell you, yeah, it's okay to sell alcohol. You know, if you're gonna make a living out of that, as long as you don't drink alcohol yourself, okay? It's okay to celebrate Halloween. Okay, if you have a good intention, it's okay to celebrate Halloween. And so what is he doing here? What is he doing? mixing truth with falsehood. So someone is gonna tell you, if someone says, "Akhi, don't listen to that person. What are they telling you? They're gonna lead you to Jahannam. They're gonna mess up your deen." And you say, "Yeah, but Subhanallah, when he talks about Allah and about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I have tears in my eyes. It's so beautiful his words. I'm like confused. That's the problem. That's where it becomes very tricky. And sometimes in the fitan, if we don't know where the haqq is, where the batil is." Now Prophet Muhammad is telling us what? Why is he telling us to sit? It's better than stand. Stand better than to walk. Walk better than to run. Why? Yes.
Because when you stand up, just like
What's the difference between the one who's standing, the one who's sitting? The one who's standing, the one who's walking? Yes.
you get more tired.
Okay. What else?
The one who's more involved is more prone to being led astray.
Barakallahu feek. So the one who's running is the one who will be the most involved in the fitna. He's very quick to get involved. That's the people nowadays who go, and I'm talking about specifically things related to like very serious things, okay? Things related to the deen, to accusations of other Muslimin and everything. These are the people that are the first people they feel this thing in their hands. They are the first people they have to write a comment. They have to write what their opinion is. They go on YouTube and they go on Instagram. They go everywhere. They have to write a comment. They have to insult somebody and to say this person is right, this person is wrong. And then there's the one who's saying, okay, let me just read what everybody's saying, and then I'm going to write my opinion. That's second level. He's probably just walking. And then you have the one who's just standing. He's saying, I don't know what to write yet, but I know I have to write something, so let me see. And then you have the one who's just sitting down and he's saying, I'd rather not write anything. I don't want to write something, and Allah Azza wa Jal will question me about this Yawma al-Qiyamah. So most people nowadays, that's how they are. They are running. They are ready to get involved, to talk with no knowledge. Even sometimes throwing big accusations at their own, Muslim brothers in Islam. They are ready to write a comment, to throw big accusation. They just read an article about a Muslim that, I don't know, he stole something, he stole some money or something. They're like, this guy, we're not like him. He's damaging the image of Islam, and we don't agree with him. And who are you? Do you know the story? Did you talk to him? Did you do your own investigation? You just read an article. That's all you read. Okay? Maybe you didn't even read it properly. Some people, they don't even read properly. They just look through the words. Some people, they just read the title of a video. They didn't even listen to the video. Just from the title of the video, they have to write their opinion. And then what happens after? You regret after that I made a big mistake. So that's what he said. That's why he said, alayhi salatu wasalam, كونوا أحلاس بيوتكم فكسروا قسيكم وقطعوا أوتاركم واضربوا بسيوفكم الحجارة فإن دخل على أحد منكم أو إن دخل على أحد منكم بيته فليكن كخير ابني آدم. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam here, the second one is telling us what to do, and here is talking more specifically, as we said before, about fitan of infighting. If Muslims, there are two groups of Muslims, they're infighting, and they're infighting for the dunya. They're infighting, there's no truth involved, no deen involved. They're just infighting for who's going to be stronger, who should be the leader, who should get the money, the land, the territory. What did he say to do, alayhi salatu wasalam? Go hide in your house and destroy your weapons. That's what he said. He's telling his companions, break your sword, Why? So that you're not going to hurt anyone. Because maybe you have your weapons and somebody's going to tell you, come join us, come with our group, don't be at home, we are the good people. And you're going to listen to him, okay, looks like it's good what he's telling me. So he's going to pick his sword and he's going to join them. So he said, alayhi salatu wasalam, break all your weapons and stay at home. And if someone comes to you, that's not always, by the way, that's not your Prophet Muhammad. He's not saying that every time there's a war, go hide and stay in your home. He's talking, as we said, about specific situation, what we call qital al-fitna, when two groups of Muslims, they fight each other, and it's like there's no reason to fight. Why are people fighting? Like, please, taqullah, fear Allah, but they don't want to listen, they lost their minds. Then don't get involved in this, stay away. He said, alayhi salatu wasalam, if one of them comes to your house, even to your house, and he wants to harm you, he wants to kill you, even in your house. If it's qitalul fitna, it's not like a thief or something, it's qitalul fitna, even in that situation, he said, alayhi salatu salam, be like the best of the two sons of Adam. Who's the best of the two sons of Adam? Is the one that was killed by his brother. He could have killed his brother, but he said, you're my brother, I'm not killing you. If you want to kill me, تَبُوءُ بِإِثْمِي وَإِثْمِكَ فَتَكُونَ مِنْ أَصْحَابِ النَّارِ. You're going to now, you're going to Jahannam, you're going to carry my sins with you, but I'm not touching you. Because this is haram, I cannot kill my brother. You see? So that's why Prophet Muhammad told us to be very careful in times of fitan, and not to like jump to conclusions and to jump, you're going to affiliate, I'm with that group, I'm with that group very quickly. Be careful. Think, go learn your religion. As long as the truth is not clear, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for guidance. Inshallah azza wa jal, we will stop for a few minutes and then we'll do Salatul Dhuhr and then we resume after. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.